Welcome back to the Lost Raiders. I have a very important warning for those of you who are looking to purchase this guy right here, Drexthar Blood Twin, from the Bazaar in the Tag Team Arena shop. This is him right here. He is a very valuable champion for those of you who don't have an HP burner. And really, this guy, you want him for Spider. You want him for Spider 20, Spider 19. You want this guy really, really, really bad. He will place this right here, an HP burn on his A1, but that's not his best skill. It's the combo between the second skill, Burning Lash, attacks all enemies, provokes them for one turn. So that's going to provoke all of those spiderlings to attacking you, and then right here, when he gets hit, he places an HP burn on everyone who attacks him. So those spiderlings are going to be getting provoked. They're going to hit you. You're probably going to wind up with about, if you're lucky, 50%, probably 50%, with a HP burn on it, which is enough. He's a very good champion for bringing down the spider. And guys can check out videos about that. There's lots of videos out there. I'm not going to talk about that. The warning that I'm giving you guys is, as I checked into this, because one of my clanmates was asking, hey, should I stay in Bronze 1 in Tag Arena right here, because I want to make sure that I win every single one of my battles for and get the max rewards in Bronze 1, because it's really easy for him. He's a mid to high tier player, and he wanted to know, was it better off to stay down here in Bronze 1, or should he start trying to move up and get more? So I checked into it for him, and I was very surprised at what I found out. First of all, just based on how efficient is it to get between Bronze 1 and Bronze 4? Where do you get more bars? Now, some people would say, well, naturally you're going to get more bars here. Some people would say, naturally you're going to get more here. I actually did it by the numbers, and you can see right here, these are weekly rewards. So they go up every single week, go out every single week, and they go up as you go up in tier. And you also get a different amount of bars per tier that you're in. So what I did was I ran basically a cost analysis to find out, was it more efficient to win all of your battles in 1 or just some of your battles in 4. This is basically where a lot of us are at right now, so I figured I'd focus on that. But discovered something very interesting in that process, and I'm going to show you right now. So here we are. This is my cost analysis sheet that I started to run. We have our weekly rewards here. Filled all those in from the page, the tier reward page. Bars per win. So you get approximately twice as many bars per win in Bronze 3 as Bronze 1. And you get, if you go all the way up to Silver 1, you get over 4 times as many bars per win. And that's really the key to this. As it turns out, these the bars that you get for the weekly rewards don't make as big of a difference as I thought initially. For me, I was going ahead and pushing up because I wanted to try and get to Silver to get the epic books. I'm actually not trying to go for Drexthar personally on my main account. I am going for him on my alternate account, but on my main, I don't really need Drexthar that badly. I'd rather have the epic book, so I've been pushing. And my calculation was mostly based on the weekly rewards being more. I figured even if I won 50% of my battles with the extra weekly rewards, it would make up for it. Well, it's not really as much of the case as the difference between bars per win. And if you've been reading ahead, as I've been talking here, you see max bars per day. Again, double what you can get down there. Almost 4 times as much by the time you get to Bronze 4. Your weekly bars is a huge difference. It's a huge difference. It's a third. A third as effective to be in Bronze 1 as it is in Bronze 4. And what I decided to do, being realistic, understanding you're not going to win all of your battles, so I've been trying to keep about a 60% win rate. It gives me a little bit of points to rank up, and it gives me bars. So even if I happen to lose 2 out of 3, I'll come back, make a few adjustments, come back. A lot of times win 3 out of 3, gives me an average of about 60 or 50% on the win rate. Some I just go ahead and sweep right away. I'm very careful about who I choose to fight. And even at that win rate, you can see right here, you make way more than you will from winning every single battle in Bronze 1. And really, you're going to be doing better than even in Bronze 2. It's not going to do you that much good to go up to Bronze 2. You're not going to start doing anything until you get to 3, 4, and then, of course, Silver. And if, again, you've been looking ahead, you will see the weekly cost for Drexthar is 360 bars per day. And, of course, if you multiply that times 7, it winds up being 2,520 bars per week to buy Drexthar. 1 shard per day. You only get 1,680 in Bronze 1, 2,220 in Bronze 2, excuse me, which means that you have to be at least in Bronze 3 if you want to be able to afford a Drexthar Blood Twin past, say, a couple of weeks. So, a huge warning. Some of you who are brand new, you will have figured that out already. But for a lot of people, they were actually thinking that they were going to be able to stay in Bronze 1 and get a Drexthar Blood Twin just by winning all of their maximum battles and not losing one single bar to a loss by being in a higher tier. That is not true, and that's why I'm putting this video out and giving you guys a warning. Make sure you guys go up, advance, push hard, because otherwise you will not get that champion that you want. One thing you can do, if you're thinking that you're very early game and I just can't advance out of Bronze 1, it's okay. You know, he's a really good legendary. He is going to get buffed. I believe that was specifically, he's the only one we know for sure is actually going to get buffed in another week or two, is this guy right here. Everyone else, Polarium has only said it will be a rebalancing. And there are some that clearly need to be, you know, taken down a little bit. A lot need a lot of work, but he's the only one we've confirmed that he's going to get buffed, and most likely it will be that he's going to get a higher chance to provoke or a higher chance to land that HP burn. That would be the ideal way, I would say, that he would get fixed. But if you really think that you're not going to be able to get him right now, you can go ahead, pay for whatever you can if that's what you want to do. He is going to be available from Fragment. The Fragments will be available in events and tournaments. So that's another thing that you can keep an eye out for instead of going that way. I feel like almost this is a distraction from being from all the other good stuff that's in here. If you need rare books, you should really consider booking maybe your Poisoner. If you have a Frozen Banshee and you're very early on, you get some rare books early on when you first start the game. That's usually for your starter champion. After that, you're going to be struggling for a little while to get these until you get higher in the clan boss. And if that's the case for you, I would think this would be a great place for you to spend your shards instead, because this is a book a week. This is a book a week if you're in Bronze 1. So after a month, you're definitely going to have, if you're completing all of your missions and your challenges, everything like that, with this, you're going to have your Poisoner, your Frozen Banshee, if it is Frozen Banshee, fully booked after a month. And that is huge. Makes a huge difference for her. Also, if you're just still in the phase where you're leveling up champions and you need a 6-star champion, you don't have one yet, I would really highly recommend energy. This is a lot of energy. I don't know that this is the best value in the world, but it is in a way free. So once a week you get an extra 300 energy. That's quite a bit of leveling up of food. This is not worth it. This is really not worth it. This is kind of clickbait right here. This is very expensive for an ancient shard. If you're in dungeons, you do not need this. If you're paying attention to the market, you do not need this. You will get better value out of the market, and you'll get better value out of just farming dungeons than getting this. But I would definitely think about this or this. Don't let yourself get distracted by buying these too soon. You really want to go ahead and get your first 60, or you want to go ahead and level up one of your really, really good champions like a Frozen Banshee to really help you out in the long term. You'll be able to get these a lot more easily later on if you're moving up in your clan boss fights. And energy will help you get those champions 6-starred if they're not yet 6-starred. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for joining me today. Remember, X never ever marks the spot.